What a massive week, you guys. Congratulations to anyone who hit over 1100 this week. Some crazy, crazy scores. Here's me struggling, hit 1000, and everyone's absolutely killing it out there. So congrats on you guys to build a quality team at this stage of the season, to miss a couple of injuries and some low ones in this week as well. Obviously a tiny bit of luck, but building that strong 17, I commend all of you for getting to that stage. And obviously this was helped out by probably just the one player in this game, being Matty Burton, getting that 60 as well, and really living up to his name this year and the price that he's got up to, 167k up. Did take him a little bit to get in his stride. Everyone remember that first 4 to 6 weeks where he really struggled, and most people were looking to move him on. And I suppose this is what we all thought he'd end up getting to, maybe a 55 to 60 average. Took a little bit, but he's definitely hitting those heights now. So well done to Matty Burton and anyone who held on to him the whole time. If you bought him back in pretty soon after he started dominating, when he had that nice run coming up, then awesome work to you as well. But a nice win from the Cowboys, so pretty close. Well done to the Dogs for hanging in this for a good while, and the Cowboys just coming over the top in the last sort of 10 to 15 minutes. So just showing their class this year, which is really, really cool. Not something that they've had in previous, and let's see how well it holds up come finals time, that's for sure. Lucy Layla was an interesting one. He's coming in with a 55-minute F off the bench, and it looks like, if we go through the numbers of all the forwards, this actually seems like it could probably happen week to week. You got Gilbert playing about 55 minutes, even Cotter playing 53 off the bench, and just a lot of their middles actually playing lower minutes. You got Griffin Neem off the bench with 30. You've got guys like Tanura Brown and stuff that are getting lower minutes, along with Cohen Hess, for example. So these guys here 31 minutes, 40. So no big minute guys in that middle forward rotation. And even Tamalolo getting 50 minutes, which I don't like, but you know what I mean? So there's definitely some opportunity for guys like Lucy to do well. Not that really concerns many people now with very limited trades, but if you do need someone at that 519 mark who could hit you somewhere around anywhere between a 40 and a 60 if he does well. Obviously the line break, the try assist and the try there has worked out really well for him, and he just brings another dimension to the Cowboys, which is cool. Drinkwater had a really nice last 15 minutes there. Was pretty low in his score, and then came out and picked up a couple of tries, so well done to him. And a decent game from Flanagan as well. He came out and played really well. The four penalties is the big issue there, though. But generally, try assist and a try. It's going to be a pretty solid outing. Cotter. So we welcome him back, right? 48 in 53 minutes. So are these minutes going to continue? Will he end up in the front row? Will he keep playing off the bench and playing 55 to 60? Thankfully now he's past that little bit of an issue that you can have following hamstring injuries, where you can get quickly re-injured. So that's great, and looks like he should be good for bigger minutes throughout the rest of the year. And I just think they'll slowly build it up over the weeks to get him to that point. Joshy Jackson, 47 if you still own him, another 10k down, but 47, not great, but you'll take it for sure when there's other guys like Tamalolo got 34, for example. Robson, a bit of a low one for him, even with that try assist. So 32 tackles, obviously 4 missed tackles, and the penalty there, so neg 10 and 67 meters. So we're hoping for a better game from him for sure. Usually a few more run meters, a few more attacking stats, but and obviously about another 10 tackles. So not great for Robson, but he is having that little bit of an up and down section at the moment. We'll get 60 odd and then he'll get 45. So obviously averaging out to about that 53, which he has done for this season. If we go to Torpany, so I spoke about him being a solid one to pick up, 42 in the 72 minutes. Even with Raven Fatala Mariner coming back, he played through the middle, so that allowed Torpany to still get big minutes, and we'll see how the team lists shake out, but he should still be able to get some decent minutes going forward. But again, we'll find out from there. Marshall King and Maxi King both had okay outings, 41 and 40 there. So yeah, not incredible, but it is what it is. Now we go to Tamalolo, so 34 in his 50 minutes. Not great at all, very limited on the attacking stats side of the ball. Run meters were solid in the 50, but we're looking for a few more tackles, a few more run meters. Obviously, it's shown that tackling through the middle for the Cowboys is pretty low, with Robson getting only the 32 for Robson? 32 tackles for someone in the middle playing 80 minutes is pretty crazy. So Tamalolo definitely was not going to get those tackles in this one, but very annoying on his front, and obviously someone that you're not really looking to hold long term, and unfortunately we probably will have to. So it's a bit of a lesson, I think, for me this year is, and it's happened in previous years, on and off. Some years I really go, nah, I'm just going to get the top, cream of the crop. And I think that needs to start from earlier on in the season. The reason we started going for these slightly cheaper guys that have potential to go up and average 55, 60 is that they are a cheaper price and they have been there in the past. They have the potential to get there. And a lot of the time they don't fulfill it. And you're looking at guys that are at the top of the crop that get there week in, week out. And, you're not worried about trading him in or out, anything like that. Guys like Cam Murray, just plug him in early in the year and then hold on for the rest of the year would be the best way to think about it. And it's something that I haven't done enough of this year. Went for Husey, obviously going off pedigree and what he's done previously. Taumalolo as well, jumping on him. There's a few of those mid-range type of guys that I decided to go with this year just to hope that they could get to that point, and it hasn't worked out, and that's sort of bit me in the butt a little bit. So unfortunately, that's what it is. So yeah, unfortunate, but definitely a learning curve, and we will do a video at the end of the year with showing all the different lessons that I've learned. So I hope you look forward to that one. For Talamarina and Nanai, so 33 and 31 apiece, so not ideal for those two if you own them. If you brought in Val Holmes this week, he finally had that low one. So very limited on the attacking stats side, very limited run meters, and a bunch of missed tackles and errors and penalties for him. So not his best game. He will be better for the run. Karaz 26 for him. Again, not ideal, but considering how well he went last week, you'll have to take that because him and Shop didn't go so well either. Avrilo, another low one for him. And considering that they end up getting beat and it was a bit of a lower scoring game until the last 15 minutes, it's understandable why some of these outside backs had a lower score. Move to the Tigers and the Knights. So only a few real relevant guys we need to speak about. And they start up top, and Joe O, 74 in 69 minutes. So a big effort from him. Had a bunch of people remember that a few weeks ago that were looking to trade him out, and that would have just been a terrible mistake. With him getting very clearly the big minutes for the reasons that Twil's out, you've got Hastings out, there's so many middles out for them that these guys are getting huge minutes through the middle. Tuolangi's been playing 80 minutes as well, and I wish we had these scores earlier on in the year when he was in our sides and not getting concussions and taken off for here and losing his spot, going back to the bench. Ugh, too many things. So he's finally getting some big meters, right? 151 is the highest by far. He'd have games where he'd have 30 run meters when we're owning him. And we're literally just holding on for in that 30 meters, getting an offload and a tackle break and making 30, 40 tackles for him to get close to that 40 points. So yeah, he's improved. I just think they've been giving him more time with ball in hand. I don't know why he was not getting any pellet earlier on in the season. Brayley, a much better game from him. So really controlled this game and helped them win. Adam Dewey was on 50 after the game and updated on 58, which was lovely. And just a little bit of everything. 150 meters is great. 24 tackles, 320 on the run, the kick meter side. Gagai was solid, 58, first time in a while. Kapoa has been good. He's actually made a lot of cash, averaging 32 now. And a nice 51 in that one. And you got guys like Barnett, who 61 minutes through the middle, 48 points is okay. But again, you're looking for a bit more from him for sure. Seyfarth, if anyone brought him in this week, you get 50k in gains and a 45, so that was solid enough. You said free ban there. It's 45, it is 53 minutes on debut, so well done to him. Did really, really well. Got 160 meters run, which was awesome, and obviously deserved that 53 minutes there for sure. Frizzell, Saifidi, Pole, so 36 minutes for Pole there, Padua, with 43 points. So one try saver and then no negatives, which was great. So if you played him, you ended up going pretty well. It's probably what we thought he'd score, to be fair, somewhere around that 35 to 40. Brody Jones, if you're still holding him, got 40 on the edge, which is pretty well exactly what he was getting through earlier part of the year. And then lower than that, really not too much to talk about at all. So that is that Sunday wrap-up video, guys. I hope you enjoyed that and got a little bit out of that lesson that I've learned for sure. And maybe it's something that you have learned, or you look back at a few trades, which you can look at that trades history. At some of them, you go, oh yeah, that was just a great trade. I downgraded and I went to a top gun in a DCE or something like that. And then some of those ones where you tried to be a little bit cute, tried to get a little bit lucky or catch someone on the way up, and you think they're having a couple of good weeks and they don't, and they end up having them as someone you want to trade out. So like, subscribe, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you in the next video. See you later.